Oh no, I've spent too much money on another DJI product. Mind you, they're a lot of fun for mucking around, and to be fair, I wouldn't have been able to get those shots that you've just seen using my mobile phone. It would have been way too scary. It's a funny thing really, because when you're wearing these, you feel like you're sat in the cockpit of the drone. It's a much more immersive experience, and it gives you a load more confidence when you're flying low and fast. As you might imagine, I'm always a little bit nervous when I'm flying a 1,000-pound drone close to objects when I'm using the phone as my screen, because it's easy to miss a tiny little wire or a thin branch or something that can easily take your drone out of the sky. DJI claim it's the equivalent of standing 3 meters away from a 216-inch screen, so there's a lot more detail that you can see. Although having said that, I did manage to do this while I was wearing them. The Mavic's taken a dive, it hit some wires and ended up in some reeds. Now it's only dipped it, there was some water in the reeds, now it only dipped its head in the reeds. It was in there for about 10 minutes. So I don't know if it's going to survive, but we'll dry it out for a few days and see if it comes back to life. The things I have to do for this YouTube channel. I'll tell you how that went in a bit. But to be fair, it wasn't the goggles' fault. If I wasn't flying into the sun, I would have seen those wires and easily avoided them. And if I'd done the site survey properly, I would have known they were there. But hey ho, there you go, you live and learn. The other really cool feature I like is being able to take people for a ride using the head tracking system. Okay, this is really amazing. This is the setup. I've got the GoPro set on the DJI goggles. I will put a hood over it so that we don't get any light leaks, so that you can see what you would see if you were wearing the goggles. And I've got my iPad attached to my controller so that I can see where the drone's going. So let's get the drone up in the air. Let's put this in head tracking mode. Now just put this hood over so that you don't get any light leak. This is a bit of a challenge, to say the least. All I do as the pilot is jam it in full forward. As I turn that, the drone should steer. There we go. So follow this river. Obviously it's a little bit jittery because it's not designed for aerial photography, it's just for the experience of flying really. Right, let's turn around, come back. So then as we fly over, you want to see your mates on the ground, you just look down. Turn around. Oh, my hood's fallen off. It's all going wrong. Oh man, this is making my head explode. Right, let me just do a little test. So, just holding it there so you go left, and it'll just keep going left until you come back to the centre again. That's what I thought. There's somebody shooting in the distance. I hope they're not taking a pop at my drone. Oh, there she is. Right, let's bring it down. Ah, now I've got to turn this off so that I can land the drone, I think. Yeah. Oh, this is a bit complicated. And there we go. Now I don't know about you, but I think that is pretty darned amazing. Look at my amazed face. But now I'm going home because it's freezing. I don't know how DJI keep coming up with this stuff, but I wish they'd stop it because it keeps sucking my bank account dry. And it turned out that these goggles weren't the last of my expenses. Right, there we go. That's had all the cover off. I've taken all the rice out, blown it all out, brushed it all out, cleaned it all up. And now it's time to see if it works. I've not put the screws back in just in case I need to change the camera, because I'm thinking that if anything's broken it'll be the camera, because that was what was in the water. So let's see if it works. Enter device. It's moving. It's making the right beeping noises. Vision system error. Camera sensor error. Looks like we haven't got a camera. Bugger. Well, there we go. Looks like I need to get a new camera. So, the Mavic has had its new camera fitted, it's had a shakedown, it's been in the air and it's all good. All back to normal. Shame it cost me 245 quid, but there you are. The goggles have been great too. Initially I thought they'd just be a bit of fun, but actually after flying the Mavic using the phone only, I've realised how much more accurately I can fly using these. They really do give you a lot more detail than just looking at the phone. They've been really good. They've even got HDMI in, so I can use them with my Inspire 2 and my Phantom, so it'll be interesting to see how much I use them in the future. But they've been great fun up to now. I've really enjoyed them. So there we are, that's the DJI goggles. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please click subscribe and the bell icon. It's a great help. And I'll see you next time, and hopefully there'll be no more drone crashing.